Talking about my girl.
My girl. I don't need no money,
Oh,
fortune, or fame.
you lying. Lie. Fortune of fame.
Boom, 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 boom. Ooh.
I've got all the riches, baby. One man can claim.
Ooh. Well,
I guess you say
hit it.
what can make me feel this way.
My girl.
My boy.
My girl.
Talking about my boy.
My girl. Hey, what's up, T-Bob?
I'll be playing that shit. Make me get my Dave Chappelle on.
I changed lyrics.
You can't cancel me. I ain't worth being canceled
I
yet.
ain't worth being canceled yet. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
T-Bobs, what's going on? Hey, thank you for coming back. And those of you who did come back, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Oh, my God. It has been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. Anybody else? Has it been a week?
Hell, it's been a year.
Viewers, listeners, has it been a week? Oh, my God.
Well, you already know my story.
Oh, my God.
You already know my story.
Can we talk about that gas station?
Yes, it's a Sunoco station on Glen Court and 12th that gave me bad gas. My car wouldn't start for a week.
Is that right? Is that...
Oh, such a pretty
yeah. Smile. So they
Fire.
gave you bad gas.
Yes. Yes. It affected my gas tank. It was probably water in the tank. It affected the fuel pump and the fuel filter.
Okay. So that's crazy because that's kind of something you can't really prevent.
It's not.
And so
That's the scary part.
and this is kind of dope on the shenanigans, and that you brought it up because I'm a girl's girl when it comes to cars, So how did you even know? Because I probably would have threw the whole car away.
Well, I am not a girl's girl. I'm the only girl. I have 4 brothers, and I'm the baby.
Okay.
One closest to me in age was 8 years older. So I grew up pumping brakes, changing carburetors. If we had carburetors back then.
It's a carburetor.
And so, yeah, I knew when I was putting the gas in, I got $40 on pump 6. And when it got up to $30, it just kind of broke out and clicked like it was full. But I know I calculated. I'm pretty smart. I did good. I did well in school. So when I got in the car and turned it on, it only went up to 3/4 tank.
Oh.
So at that point, I knew then, that intuition you get that something ain't right. Why the fuck? Is it saying if it was clicking and it was saying it was full? So right then that let me know that there was air and water in the tank. But it didn't happen until 2 days later.
Okay.
The gas that was in there, the water, it's all chemistry, but the way it happened and it got into the fuel pump, and water and electricity don't mix. So I put some dry gas in there and prayed, and it finally turned over enough for it to get through the fuel. But I reported them to the Department of Agriculture, and let me say, Michigan Department of Agriculture does not play. They were there the next day. They checked the tank, and I got the report in the mail. There was water in their tank.
Oh, okay.
So if you get gas, and everybody drives gets gas, you get you pay cash for your gas because it's cheaper. Most of us do. Get a receipt. Money doesn't change this hand without getting a receipt for this one. Okay. If I didn't have my receipt, I would be fucked. Because everything that happened in my car, I can now sue them. I don't even have to sue them. Right. The Department of Agriculture will make them pay my auto
bill.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Shoot.
Get that information.
You guys are listening.
Yes.
I really, really hope you're listening because I just learned something.
That was some good information.
It was. It really was.
Okay.
So you said it was a hell of a week. You started off with the Waka Flocka fame. what didn't happen?
I had a grandbaby.
Round of applause. Okay. Our sound effects man is on this job. Thank God. I thought he was asleep. Okay. Congratulations.
So for those of you who watch regularly, one of the hosts of the show, Hef, had a baby on the way.
Why you had so much trouble getting that out, Grandma? You seem like that's kind of
Because I was trying to think what name was on the screen
Oh.
when he be up here. Because, I mean, the names, you know.
It's either Just Hef or Whoa Man. Whoa Man.
I didn't know which. Anyway, Hef. Had a baby on the way, and the baby was born on Friday. And it's a bouncing baby boy.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 pounds, 15 ounces. He didn't get our head, so he's blessed.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Yes.
And congratulations, new dad. That's a
Right.
beautiful thing.
Congratulations, Hef.
It's soul on a new soul. I mean, it's a Scorpio, but
Good one.
That was a good one.
I'm so tired of Scorpio season.
right.
Damn, the season
Why they
tired of
always want to
Scorpios,
get
period.
the season?
It's the longest zodiac season.
Oh, is it? That's what.
It
that's
fucking
why they
feels
call
like
it.
it. No, but I think per days,
thought-
I really think it's the longest
I thought
of
you
all
had
the
some
zodiac.
facts.
No, factually, I think it's. Factually, I think it is the longest
Views and
season.
opinions of
No.
Lake Butler are not those of the.
But like really what it is like the Scorpios are usually conceived around Valentine's Day, right?
Right.
So maybe it's just that there's a lot of Scorpios, so there's a lot of banging going on in the second month of the year. That's the reason why there's a lot of babies in the 10th, 11th month of the year.
That is
Yeah.
so smart.
Fuck with Valentine's.
That's true.
Okay. That makes
True.
sense. Okay.
That is true. They are manipulating.
Liars.
I think I'm in love with you, holiday, but I'm not. Or they was on a side chick Sunday. You a side chick Sunday, baby. That's the thing, you know. The person
telling
you
the truth.
Sunday,
okay. So
what is that?
on Valentine's Day and like Sweetie's Day, you know, you can't. You have to be with the one the one that you're committed to. May not always be the one that you love. So usually that following Sunday is the day for the one that's on the side after the holiday. That's side chick
Right,
Sunday.
right. Never heard that one before.
She ain't never been a side chick, you know.
I don't-
Me
if I
personally,
was-
it's like
if I-
the
Right.
best holiday of
I'm
the
not
year.
gonna lie. I was
It's like-
married for the mass majority of my life, so
Yeah, it wasn't
I
on.
was your ass.
You was the
better.
main chick, yeah.
Yeah.
And then wait, so and then like
Valentine's
Sweetie's Day
Day.
is something that's just exclusive to the Midwest
It's
anyway. I don't know
supposed-
about
yeah.
Valentine's Day, but
No,
The
No, I
Valentine's
gotta
is
say it chopped
national.
off. You know about Valentine's Day? They celebrate.
I mean I know
what
what the original Valentine's Day was, so I know this whole
But-
Cupid shit is a crock of shit. But at
Right.
the same time,
Talking about popularity across the country. It's
oh no, Sweetie's
down
Day is
south.
just our thing.
Yeah, down
Oh,
south
yeah.
there,
Yeah.
never heard. They don't. They be like, what?
And because of that, to be honest with you, and we don't have to spend a lot of time, but I do think it's a point that ladies should spend that time celebrating their men
Yes. I
on
agree.
Sweetie's Day.
I agree.
You know, I
I
do.
agree. I'm
Yeah.
flat with it.
Thank you. Thank you. Get some
That's why
manners
they
and
out
grow
here
up.
losing.
Let's just
why
get
they
some
are.
everything
manners.
ain't about you, woman. Damn
You hear
it.
me?
You get every other day.
Simple
Can we have
bitch.
one day?
You should have one day.
Shit.
Yeah.
We give you every. We should.
I
should
believe in equality.
give you every other.
Because, you
day.
know, we will fuck up y'all Father's Day by giving y'all the kids.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't want no kids on Mother's Day, and I don't want no kids on Father's Day. But I get Christmas. Women fucked up.
We are.
Boy.
Irritated. In the words of Kool-Aid, rest your soul, my brother. Irritating and annoying. Women can be. Listen, OMNG. Okay.
OMFG.
I was just telling someone that I hate when women just can't let go. Just can't let go. Just
Can't let go of a person,
In
a situation, a subject. What specifically?
relationship wise.
Okay.
Here, I'll give you a suggestion. I didn't put all these years in them. I didn't do that just for the next bitch to come along, reap the
Right.
benefits of that. Fuck that. I ain't going nowhere.
Let her have his ass. He is. Listen.
It's a reason, a season, and a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Make better choices.
You complain about him to your homegirl. Let him go. Why not? I mean,
To your homegirl, because that's who we end up fucking with.
Right.
Complaining to him about.
And then as soon as you see him with another broad, you like,
Your homegirl.
You know what's so funny about that and how you brought that conversation up, because I had that conversation this morning with someone. And I think when you wake up every day and you're telling somebody what you don't like about them, what they need to be doing to make you happier, what they need to be doing to be a better person, and it's on and on and on. Like, and then they're telling you the same. You pretty much, y'all waking up every single day telling each other how you ain't shit. You ain't shit for me and you don't make me happy, but yet and still, I'll be back tomorrow and we're going to have the same conversation over and over and over again. How can you live in misery? How can you, and I'm going to stop.
Clearly misery loves company.
Yeah. Some people ain't happy unless they mad about some shit. We've said it before on the show.
And
God,
hurt people.
and those people.
Yeah.
And hurt
then you have to
people,
hurt people. You have to be careful on how happy you are around sad motherfuckers.
Oh, wow.
Pass the church off. Pass the church
I
off.
ain't know you was going to
Let me get my purse, because the pastor getting the offering today.
I got me warming up. You got me warming up in here.
Better preach on Sunday.
Y'all crazy.
Take your time.
I got to rock with the fella today. I can't.
And take
It's
it.
true. You know what?
tripping.
Dysfunction is so normal
Yeah.
in our in just the world. It's how we have we've learned how to survive and learn how to adapt to it instead of trying to change it.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to be better people and be around people making better choices. And if they're not going to make the better choice, even a suggestion, then so you just got to leave those people alone.
Either you grow or outgrow.
Right.
That's simple.
You
That's
evolve
the simplest shit.
or you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You don't evolve. Why? Why are you not? Are you dead?
Yeah, but that generational curse, that situation that you saw, you can't teach somebody something you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And our babies are having babies, and it's so the layers. It's an onion, isn't that what you called it?
Mm-hmm.
Mark?
Yeah.
It's
That
onions.
is
Layers
true.
to it.
Layers.
I will unpack this onion.
And it get
I don't like
funkier
them
as you
anyway.
get
You ain't lying.
It get funkier.
don't like
as you
that?
get-
Thank
like
you.
onions.
Crying and shit no. And I'm allergic, so
Onions
it's a
be
double
good.
whammy for
I
me.
was about to say, I like
Onions be
onions. Shit. A blooming onion.
Saute.
Oh yeah, blooming onion. Yeah.
Don't
Matter of
play
fact,
with
let's
me.
go.
Right. Show's over. Thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. We finna go get a blooming onion.
Shenanigans show. We out of here.
People go, no, seriously, y'all stop. Don't push that
Touch
button.
that dial. Don't touch that dial.
We ain't going nowhere. So we had a few topics, boss lady.
Yeah, where should
Right.
we start?
Well, I want to say hello to who's on here. Okay,
Okay.
who is that? T-Boz. Hey, baby. One of our regular watchers.
Thank you so much.
Catherine. Hey, Russell, what's going on? I thought I saw somebody else on here, but I get. Oh, okay, she's watching too. I'm like, who the f- is Ray Crystal?
It's me. I'm watching.
Mario.
And Russell, hey Russell, thanks for joining us.
Petty. I'm trying to get Russell on the show, so.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Russell, we would love to have you.
Hey, everybody, share the video one time for us too to get us some more people out there tuned in. Tag your favorite person and tell them that the Shenanigans show is on.
Yeah, do that. Let's do that. Let's play that game.
What's up, Yolanda?
Tag you it.
Speaking of games, I was
somebody
thinking of something called I was gonna do something on the network called Red Light, Green Light.
Oh, okay.
Right? You
Did
see?
you watch Squid?
No, I did not.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't nobody want to play that shit.
No.
Yeah.
But see, it's kind of, I guess, because I've seen some people posting something about it. I'm like, hey, I got a bunch of traffic lights in the studio, right? Yeah. So what if I have people pay attention to the show to where if you ever see 3 of the traffic lights all set to solid green, if you call in, we give you a free T-shirt.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, you have to pay attention to the shows, right? Red light, green light.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna make a blog about that later. So you have to go to the website.
do that, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna
partake.
It, next week. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
That's what's up. What's up?
Listen, can we really quickly? Can we talk about Squid Games?
Uh-oh.
Clearly you saw it.
Clearly.
Did you see Squid
I
Games?
did not.
Did you see Squid Games?
I did.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was actually.
My question is,
I thought it was really good.
You
I did
haven't
not.
seen
I
it.
did
Y'all
not.
haven't seen it. Would you have stayed?
No, the odds are against you.
Would you have come back?
They let me out that bitch?
Yeah.
Hell nah.
What about you?
Am I the old man in the situation?
You're you.
Well, me ain't fucking up like that. I don't have $1 billion to lose and owe nobody.
Right.
Like,
But
in won,
we
which is
on
way
some
less than a
pretend
man.
shit.
No, on some pretend shit. I tried to put myself in the shoes of the characters because
And I said,
life can be that fucked up when you are financially distraught. When you've dug that hole so deep that you can't even look your mama in the face. You may want to put it off on the line. And it's crazy because last night somebody was telling me a story of a guy who blew his head off in the casino years back, you know, and he was in that much debt and life was that terrible that was his only way out. And then I went back to the Squid Games kind of thinking about that while they were telling the story. Like, well, if I am at that point and I have the opportunity to try, maybe if I'm desperate, you know, but, and then I was watching Final Destination and I was like, some of the way they died and some of the ways, like after that first time, when I seen the first game, I think maybe after I seen the first game and how they took everybody out, fuck that shit. I'll just be walking across the street waiting for a bus maybe to hit me. I'll play my own game. Cause that shit, you ain't see that shit coming.
and then he got all the money, and what he do with it?
Oh, he lost his fucking mind.
Okay, listen.
But I wouldn't
What's the
see
point?
losing my mind. That part was
We
stupid.
were just talking about this.
Yeah. So listen, I saw the first, the whole thing was pow, just like you said, right? Red light, green light, pow. I mean, you couldn't, if you blinked, if they saw it, your ass is shot.
Right.
I'm a fat bitch. I'm gonna move.
So
You know what I'm saying? So now you get through that. They give you you've seen everyone damn near around you be murdered.
Murdered who?
They give you the chance and opportunity to leave this motherfucker. But before you leave, let's show you these billions of dollars that we're gonna give you. And I look, and there, I'm looking at the people, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm out. There's no amount of money that I would give my life for.
But
I don't give a fuck.
But
I
this
was
is
broke when I
the
came
thing.
in this bitch. I'll be broke when I leave out this bitch. I will make a way. I'm not finna risk on purpose. Risk my life. I don't even know what the next game is. This just red light.
would you
red
do
light.
it for your children or your parents?
Hell no.
Okay, well, that's why Mama died anyway.
This
The
my life.
end. Yeah, that's true.
For money? Hell no.
Now I'll tell you.
Now, if it's to save their life, that's something different.
Yes.
For my children. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, and then it depends on how you get in this predicament that I got. This.
I thought she about to say it depends on which
child.
Y'all trying to get her
See
lit
how
up.
they got down on y'all? Y'all see that? Y'all see
I
that?
thought she was about to be like,
I
"F you
was-
hit,
Yeah.
nigga. You
All
get your
right,
ass in
yeah.
some trouble. You done, boy."
I love all my
Thank you
babies
for giving me a grandbaby. You can be replaced. It's a boy.
Right.
You know,
The legacy
but,
lives.
but no, there's no amount of money, and that's the problem. People always say, "Oh, money is the root of all evil." No.
The love.
The word says, "Money answers all things." The next line says, "But the love of money is the root of all evil." You don't believe me? Look it up.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying? So it was the love of money that got you fucked up in the first place.
right.
Okay?
Right.
Now you in here about to lose your get your brains blued out.
Flued out.
Yeah, because they was it was
Flued
brains
out.
everywhere.
I guess what
I'm not
really
doing it.
what really was strange because it was like they didn't get the concept that only one person would die. That I mean one
Would
person
live,
would survive. So that's probably when I
Right,
wouldn't
they
have
thought it was
came
like
back
Jeopardy.
because
That's what I'm
I
saying.
lose all games,
Right.
even games I'm good at. I end up losing in some way, shape, or form. So
that's the Wheel of Fortune Jeopardy thing to me. Like on Wheel of Fortune, everybody might walk away with some money.
Right.
You know, it's only gonna be one big winner, but everybody got a chance. It's kind of equal. You get to Jeopardy, only the winner is walking
Is
away with shit.
winning.
You get a consolation prize,
Right.
Potentially, and that's what you just described. It's,
Yeah.
it's the whole
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
And so the object of this game, the Squid Games, only one motherfucker walking away with all this money.
Jeopardy.
And for every person that died, more money
Yeah.
went in because you're getting their share now too,
right.
right? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Where's the door? I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not coming. So then they give them the opportunity to leave, and they leave, and then they ask them to come back. Come back for what? Why?
I'm lost as some biscuits. I ain't saying it, but
So I'll tell you how crazy the Squid Games have entered my life, right? My real life. I know, right? You can't have these shows without it creeping right into your shit. So I've been making Squid Game candy because my kid, who was not allowed to watch the show, has been on TikTok. You know, the candy with the shapes and shit. I've been making fucking honeycomb candy at the crib because King wanted to take some to school
Oops.
to all his friends.
Oops.
Luckily, he only has one
That
friend.
movie's really
So- but and it's pretty good.
That
And
movie's really good.
the candy was easy to make. It's actually something that my mom said that her great grandmother used to make, which is just melted sugar with a pinch of baking soda. But it tastes really, really good, and it hardens. And King's over there licking, trying to get the circle, because I can only make a circle. He's trying to get the circle out. He's like, I won. I'm not dead.
and where you find
See?
this show on?
See?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Netflix and shit.
Netflix and
You're going to be cussing through the whole movie.
But I do think when it comes to cinematography and everything, it was a good. It was new. It was refreshing, especially those people like me, because I like The Purge and I like scary movies and things like that. So it was.
An
It was-
original concept too.
It was an original concept, and we don't get that too often. You really didn't know how this was going to work out for people or where they were going with the storyline. And it's a series, so it's, I think 8
episodes.
8 episodes. So I do have to give shout outs for those of you overseas on the Asian continent, because I don't know if that was at Korea or whatever,
I believe it
basic
was
Korea. That we thank y'all for your ideas and sharing and your love of hip hop, because they always got to throw some hip hop music over here. They keep us interested. Like we know the black folks gonna like this gun and bloodiness. Pop, 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 pop. Brah, brah.
It was very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining. How Yolanda Greer? Now I thought I saw somebody else, but I guess I didn't. I get a lag sometime in mine. Like y'all will see certain people, and I don't see them. So if you're there and I don't see you, I apologize. But hello.
Right, so where we gonna start?
Okay. So
Is anyone an entrepreneur?
I am.
I am.
Yeah.
We all are. Okay, that's awesome.
That's what's up.
Okay, so this topic will resonate with all of us on some level, and that's doing business with friends and family.
Woo. No go.
Oh no!
Oh hell no! Get the fuck out of here! I'm straight.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm
So,
super
What are
straight.
your thoughts on it?
I've had Heavenly Hands medical massage therapy since 1999. I first started out when I was in school. I went to all of my family and friends with a letter asking them to donate $50 to me, and it's exclusive because I only wanted to work on the people that I knew at that time. So I could get my table, and once I get my table, you'll never have to pay more than $50 as long as I'm doing massage. And there's people who still come and get massage from take advantage of that. And it was really only a handful, because you went to them, and I went to a lot of my friends and family. I think only 5 people actually contributed. And then when I got to my father-in-law, he just, how much you need? Just here. Thanks, Dad.
Right.
Yeah, because I was married at the time. I didn't start massage therapy until I was 26 years old. So, yeah, he just gave it to me. But I remember thinking that people always talk about how they want, oh, that's good, I'll support you.
Oh,
I'll be there, just let me know. And, you hand out card after card after card, and they always ask, and they come back and get another. I'm not giving you another card. I'm not wasting my shit on you. This is in my,
okay.
Yeah, my number ain't changed in 25 years.
Right.
So,
Them be the ones.
or can I, well, how much is it for me?
Oh, I got one. Oh, I got one to fuck y'all
What do
up.
you mean? I told
Do
you.
you?
It's-
The whole what's in it for me, right?
Yeah, no.
So we all familiar with the Patreon that we have for the network, right? Where people
Yes.
donate $10 in exchange for the the giveaways that we do and whatnot, right?
Right.
So I had pitched this to one of my cousins. Right now, mind you, this cousin is, how can I say this nicely? She's married to somebody who doesn't look like us.
Right.
Right? And she has taken on that whole persona completely. Okay, talking about the
So
way she
Oreo
talks.
double stuff.
Oh my lord!
Right.
Dummy said
So,
Oreo double.
I asked this cousin about supporting the station, signing up for the
Little
Patreon
stupid.
and whatnot. And did you know that my cousin had the audacity to tell me that in exchange for a $10 donation to my company, she wanted to own 10% stock in my business?
Whoa. Whoa.
I think we all are having a moment of silence right now. Somebody just screamed out, Mark! Like,
I
the fuck?
blocked. I blocked my cousin from my page. She's no longer allowed to partake in anything in regards to this.
Just for that
Just
stupid
don't even-
ass.
You had the audacity.
The stupidity.
I said,
And was serious.
and was serious. I've had people, and this is not no bragging. Like I've had people give me $100 donations for nothing.
Right.
Just because
Right,
they
just
believe
right.
in the fucking movement and seen the work that I put in. And you said you want to own 10% of my fucking company.
That's
Hilarious.
it's
Belt.
crazy.
Belt.
Yeah, there is a price for it, but it ain't $10, bitch.
Yo,
I mean, yeah, we can negotiate, but you starting really low.
I
That's
realized
fucked up. That's fucked up.
one of the issues I've had, because I'm a trier or a go getter or idealist, however you want to put it. I've had several businesses throughout the years, and I'm not going to stop until I have the one that's best for me. So right now I have my photography company, and I've been doing pretty well with my photography.
Right.
I don't even see my friends and family recommend me when, I I'm not gonna say I know that people pop up on their page and be like, anybody know a photographer?
But you do.
But I know they do. You know, and sometimes I have to ask, like, you know, do y'all like my work? You know, because if I want the person in my life, my family, friends, or whatever, if my work isn't good, somebody needs to tell me I'm not good at it.
Right.
But then
Please.
I do see the support that I get from people who photographs I've taken and things, and they're throwing my names all out there, and I'm like, damn, you know, y'all don't even fuck with me. But one of the dilemmas that I have is when I do have somebody who I am family with or a close friend with, and they come to me, and I actually get stumped on how much to charge them.
Right.
You know, and it's an ongoing thing because I cut myself. I you know, I have a habit of cutting my prices. And one thing, I got into it with a friend about this over the summer. I'm just saying that out loud. I never throw it in anybody's face that they paid less or anything, you know, because it's my business, it's my prices.
You
know?
accepted them. You accepted
right.
it, right?
But I get stuff like, oh, why would you come to me? Like, and they be like, well, what would you normally charge? And I tell them my prices. Some people are like, oh shit,
Right.
that's what's up. You know, like, let me go ahead and break you off with the book me now. And other people like, oh, well, what's your budget? And then it kind of go down here, and they have an expectation, you know. But I've also had somebody actually throw in my face that they've given me a discount after the fact. And that's when I'm like, I hate fucking with friends and their business.
Yeah.
Because if they go wrong or they don't give quality work, I don't give a fuck if I'm spending $10. If this is what you're charging me for this product, I want my product right.
Yeah.
And then somebody tells you, well, you didn't pay what people regularly pay.
Right.
Yeah, that's not
So-
that's kind of like how people will damn, how do I say it? They will use an invitation under the guise of a solicitation. They say, hey, you want to come to my party? You want to host a party or something? And they'll be like, yeah, all right, come. And then they'll be like $50. I'm like, well, you asked me.
Right.
How are you going to invite me? And the invitation was really a solicitation. I mean, like,
Right.
so yeah,
Well-
people bait stuff in between the lines with shit like.
Always.
So I had a classmate of mine who graduated from high school together. He has his own landscaping business, and so I'm like, okay, yeah, come on over, evaluate, let me know what your price is. I'll, do half so you can get the materials and half when you're done. After he got half for the materials, I didn't hear from him for weeks and weeks, and it was
Right.
ridiculous. So when I finally said, you know what, just bring me my money back, and so I can get somebody else to do it.
Right.
He sent Joe Crackhead over to cut my grass. Look like shit.
I'm surprised because crackheads usually do.
Yeah.
That
was
back in the
about
90s.
the crackheads of the 90s and the
Right,
2000s,
right.
the 99 and 2000.
You can't even find a fucking crackhead.
These just new
now.
crackheads now.
I'm so mad about that. You can't find no crackhead. I'm happy about it, but I'm mad about it
at the
like,
same time.
You know what I'm saying? Where did the crackhead?
So
Listen.
it was enough to cover, what I would pay somebody to cut the grass. But I never got the fertilizer or the treatment or whatever
Right.
it was that I give them for the materials. And when you come in, then I'll give you your money when you do it. So it kind of washed. I didn't lose, and I didn't lose out on any money, but it left a really bad taste in my mouth towards that person.
Right.
So when a mutual friend of mine said that they were getting their lawn done by the same person, I just, really? Let me know how that works out for you.
Right.
I didn't badmouth them, and I didn't, but they kind of pulled it out of me like, well, what do you know? I'm like, well, when he was at my house, I can only,
That's all I can tell
Right.
you.
that's all I can tell you.
Right.
And I don't
You know.
think that's not wrong because you are supposed to. Our businesses are supposed to speak for themselves, and other people are supposed to speak for our business,
Right.
bad or good.
Right. Well,
You gave an honest review.
Right.
Was you supposed
Absolutely.
to sugarcoat your experience?
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Well,
To
and
say
that's what I
something?
told
Yeah,
him when
because if you
I had
did
the
a shitty
audacity.
job, you run the risk of them coming back to you saying, you knew he was fucked up.
Exactly.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
you
But
fuck
now-
you fuck your integrity up because
Yeah.
now it's like I'm putting the
Right.
stamp on somebody who's not really good. I mean, just off of the
And
sake
it's not so much as okay, I'm pouring salt on this person, but
These are
you
facts.
did a fucked up job.
These are
Right.
facts. You didn't do a job at all.
At all. That's
actually
a
came-
fucked
I
up.
had a situation like that too with my cousin. Like he
So
did
he
my
actually came back to me. He came to me at Friends and actually confronted me about me telling someone that he did a bad job.
Wow.
Did you do a bad job?
well, you
He
did,
did a
didn't you?
bad job.
Didn't you?
Fuck.
That's how my cousin did me though
And tried
last
to
year.
buy me a drink.
For the he did my whole photography for my birthday
And you
party.
know who I'm talking about.
I know. what you're
Damn.
talking about.
But
That's why
either
I
way,
start
I ain't getting no
laughing when
pictures
you-
or no money.
When you
Wait a
mention
minute,
what
wait a
the
minute,
service
wait a minute,
was,
wait a
I
minute.
start laughing.
Wait a minute.
The nigga got paid that night when
Wait
he
a
walked
minute.
in the door.
Your
I had him in his
cousin
My
Let's stop.
cousin.
did your photography.
No, he did.
Then
He
my-
took
he
the
did.
money
He-
for the photography.
He got when he walked in the door, he got his money.
He didn't
He
do the
video
photography.
shot. He
Oh, he
did.
did. Oh, he did do it.
Took the
You
pictures
just
and
didn't
all
get
that,
shit.
but I ain't get my money or no motherfucking pictures. And this nigga shows up at my birthday party. This shit.
Erica said most of the time it was
Oh,
the
that
strangers
was
supporting.
last
You see what
year.
I'm saying? A whole year later, you show up to my party, ready to party. I said, what? Cause I swear to God, I'm gonna get you your money. What the fuck
type
that got to
of
do with
baby
today
back
right now?
bullshit is that?
What?
I've never sat in anyone's face. I had that happen to me. It's a little different, but I had photographed a party for someone, and they are considered family, and they didn't pay me the night of the party because I expect payment once I'm ready to go, and a whole week went by, and I'm like, did they forget? But then they showed up at a party that I was at. And hey, what's going on? And I'm like,
Oh, what type
My
of
See, and
we in
what type
public,
of-
right?
And that's the reason why, as a business owner that provides a service, it's a certain way that you conduct business in order with getting your payment.
Right.
You don't get no money afterwards. You know what I mean? It's like
Now you
after I did the work, now I
Right.
got to expect you to pay. Nah,
Right,
What
you paying me
type
to
of
be there.
drugs?
First off, why am I even coming if I'm not making money?
right.
You paying to book me to come. First off. You
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying? So yeah, it's
Right.
yeah, that's a yeah.
See,
So
it's
you don't.
different. in my
And
business.
it makes you it makes you change things. I mean, you're absolutely
Think about-
right
think
because
about- I had-
it worked all the way up until that moment, and then it makes me reevaluate how I'm doing my business. But I'm showing up off of faith. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Right.
Yeah.
I'm returning a product.
Right. Well, and I'm going to reverse that because in my business as a massage therapist, once I book you and I've locked the hour of my time off just for you and you don't show up, don't call, nothing. Like my time ain't shit. So I could have put somebody else in that spot and you making me lose money.
Right.
Yeah, see,
So
that's the
next
reason
time-
why it's a booking fee
Right.
in order in the first place.
And it's sad it has to come to that because in the last 25 years, I've never really had to do that. Of course, shit happens.
Right.
But for you to just disregard it and then
They
come
go-
again
They ghost
and
you.
say, ghost.
Yeah.
But they've been on the table before, so they know what I can do.
Yeah.
This particular time, they just ghosted me and then came back on texting me like, hey, are you available this such and such? Like, what you just fucking didn't happen.
Right.
Like, did you get amnesia, bitch? Did you see that I said that you had to give, it'll be a $25 deposit from here on out.
Wow.
Non-refundable.
Just to put you on my schedule.
Right.
And if you show up,
That's
then I'll expect the rest of my money. And the way you're acting, I think I might have to get it up front before you get on the table
I
again.
know that's right.
It's
So
just
I-
fucked up.
I-
I hate to have to do that.
when Boogie and I started out at Punchline, we had a $2 Tuesday.
$2 pork chops was, lamb chops was the shit.
Oh my God. And
That's them days.
I worked the door. You know how many people that I knew would come and gripe about the $2?
Oh, it's
Why are you here, sir? Are you gonna charge me? It's $2 with your balling ass.
right.
It's $2. I had a guy come in there one time that said, well, you know I'm a veteran. Y'all got any veteran discounts? It's $2, sir. The fuck? It's $2.
Yeah, they'll know because I mean I charge
You want me to
$85
charge you
an hour. How much for
$1.50?
me?
What?
Right.
What is, you want a discount from
Now I need for you.
The problem that I experience, right, as a black business owner, that anytime, and it's not even our people, our friends and family, it's like whatever we're in business of, or whatever service we provide, product, whatever we in business that we have an abundance of the shit to give away.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just me syndrome. Everybody got the it's just me syndrome, especially like, that's the reason why I say all the time, and it may come off on people the wrong way when I say it online, but it's like I didn't start my business to make friends.
Right.
Okay, so because you done got cool as fuck with me, or you feel like you cool with me because of, you know what I mean, you like my business or whatever, that don't mean that that's leverage for you to get what the fuck you want out of me and shit.
Right.
I didn't start this shit for friends. You know what I mean? So now because you became friends with me, now I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to, you know, everything for free, or then you pay for one product and you get, it's not a combo meal. You know what I mean? You go to McDonald's and you pay for a burger, they don't just give you the fries and the pop for free.
Right.
They have a different price for the combo than just the, you see what I'm saying? So it's just like, it
Those
killed me with
analogies
that.
be so.
I love them.
And
I'm speaking from experience too. This is just like shit that I done been through, and I told people like you know what I mean. Oh well, you know what I mean. You know, I paid first off with the merchandise. Oh my God, the whole just give me the and when people see me with it, they gonna want it. Like you don't you don't say that to Ralph Lauren when you go to Macy's.
Right.
In fact, you feel better because you paid triple, quadruple the price that it cost to make it.
Yeah.
You put value on it because it's $100 T-shirt. If I let go, God forbid, I drop $100 T-shirt.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know,
and that double standard is so fucked up amongst our culture.
But you know what I will tell you, what I do believe is fucked up. Our culture has two fucked up ways of doing things, and this is me personally. I deal with a lot of people who I honestly be feeling like overpriced. Things are overpriced, you know, like come the fuck on, especially like I'm working on building a house. I'm working on a house for Inside Out. So I had to get my floor sanded. You know, people come in and they're like, pretty much my quotes was $1,200 to $1,800. Bitch, fuck you. But I didn't say that. I just said, please and thank you.
That's what I
because I'm going to shop around. I have the right to get quotes. This quote is not good. I wasn't expecting to pay this price, so I have to go and find somebody else.
That's actually
now,
not right, though.
I know, but what fucked me up, like I had a friend come in and they were like, you know, shit, I'll do it for $550. You know, I still have to rent, and every company needed me to rent the sander and the equipment and stuff too.
Oh.
That was a thing as well.
Sometimes you get what you pay for it.
Right. But so I had a friend, he quoted me a price that was way low, $550. And then he's like, he sat down like, I can't believe all this time you haven't come to me. I do this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. We sit there and talk, and he's like, okay, well, I'll get to you in 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I thought we was having this conversation to start on Tuesday.
Right.
Like, so you're not doing me a favor. So what Lake did was, I did the shit myself.
That's what I did to my house.
You know what I mean? Because
Shit by myself.
I do
I
get
was like,
that's about
you
right, and yes, I can finish my job, and
YouTube is a motherfucker.
YouTube is a motherfucker, and
Shout out to YouTube.
shout out.
And by the way, for those of you who are watching or listening, we are on YouTube at 7 Mile Radio.
And sanding floors ain't an $1,800 job. I don't give a fuck if
Yeah,
it's
not
right
if
or
I got to rent the motherfucking machine.
right. Like,
I might as well buff the damn floor myself. I got to rent the shit.
that's where I was.
The devil is a
You know
lie.
how I tried to get my room when I was redoing my room? That was a fucking fiasco. When my daughter went to college, I turned her room into a massage room in my home, and I figured after she'll be 30 in January. She'll be 30 in January, so I figured I should redo it. Trying to get a reputable contractor that would not give me a decent price and not say, oh, well, I have this other job over here
Right.
to do and I'll be back type shit. Like, you've already got this commitments. Why do we put up with that? It took 6 months to get my room done.
I talked to a guy yesterday, and it kind of hurt my feelings because he asked me, like, well, where was your man at during the time you were getting all these different jobs done and quotes and things like that of that nature? And I was like,
Sir, where was your man at?
but I'm like, I don't have one, and he's
that
like,
was his way to try to find out if you had
no, he owned a business, and I was just telling him the stories of the things I've dealt with, from my electricity to my HVAC, and the things I've learned and the scams that I've made. And he like, he knows that people go out and they screw women over.
And that's what I was
Even
going to
your
say.
friends,
Listen, I was
he's
gonna say,
like, where's your person? Where's that guy?
I'm dealing with one of my lady friends is going through something in the film industry right now, and I kind of told her, what you're dealing with is kind of equivalent of a woman going to a mechanic shop who don't know about cars, and now the mechanic is basically messing you over, overpricing you, and doing stuff that they know that they're not supposed to do because they know that you don't know better.
Right.
And it's a lot of situations where it'd be like that. With women. Because they know that you don't know.
Or they think you don't know.
Or think, or feel like you don't know. I'll say that.
That be the part I like. I already know what's wrong with it, but I need you to do the work. And then you come and tell me
it's 8 other
some
things.
Other shit. If you don't fix what I just.
But the thing about it is, if they know that you don't know, then that's like 80% more of a possibility for them to capitalize
Right.
on. You know what I mean? So when they know that you don't know, but so you can go in there and play the card like you don't know, just to see if they gonna mess you over. Yeah, but it's
Which is why I would suggest to anybody, like, getting several quotes, having several people come in, listening, shaking your head and not saying a word, and seeing what they say, seeing what they say similar, see what they say that's different, and see what the price difference are. Like,
Price,
I
time,
had
quality.
the guys quoted me $1,800, and then they called me back and they was like, well, can you afford $1,200? I'm like, no.
That's a hell of a drive.
But my thing is, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Was this a $1,200 job, or is this really a $550 job? And you trying to triple the price on me, and now you can come down $700. I mean,
as a business owner again, I have experienced sometimes having to throw a little bit of a tax on a product or a service just because people going to ask for the love, right? And you give them that, now they feel like they're getting some love, but you still got to make a profit at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of price stuff high just so you can give them a coupon type thing. You know what I mean? But some people, but damn, like from what was it, 18 to 12? That's a big. What's it?
That's $600.
Like that. Then you take that much of a profit cut just off of me saying, hey, that's a little bit like that. So how much is the service really? And so to my experience, So to my experience, a lot of times, it's at least half the cost of what people is charging,
right?
Or 75% at least.
Shout out to my house family because they come see me. I've had some amazing people, and word of mouth is truth. But I work out of my home, and I can't have everybody in my home. So you're only getting in there if I know you,
right?
Or if I know somebody that know you,
right?
That's what I tell people. This ain't no museum. People don't just come over here for show and tell.
Right.
Well,
and
you ain't doing business here. You ain't got no business here.
So, people out there, if you are an entrepreneur or a business owner, take pride in what you do. Yep. This is the age that we're in right now, building our businesses, working with each other, bartering with each other, making sure we're spending our money with one another. So,
the group economics.
Do not cut yourself.
We have our own Black Wall Street.
Yes.
If we utilize each other and trust one another enough to invest that time and money into believing in what they're doing as much as you want them to believe in you.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That's true.
All right. So our next topic.
The next topic
is, am I flashing or am I flashing? It's like, I'm sorry, I got hot in the motherfucking
hot flashes.
Do you have those?
Yes, I do.
Should we take a commercial break?
We have a commercial.
Do we have a commercial? Right, I'm about to say.
Hey, look at my face.
So we pay some bills. Try to pay some bills before the next.
Go right ahead.
No. I was just suggesting. Justin.
Oh, that
The
commercial
one
break.
that
Okay.
smelled it, smelled it. Oh, Lord.
If you are enjoying the show and you would like to donate to keep us on the air, please visit 7mileradio.com.
Well, you can support by going to Cash App or PayPal that you see on the screen. That is money sign 7 Mile Radio for the Cash App, or 7 Mile Radio at gmail.com for the PayPal.
There you go.
And then, you can send us a donation of however much you love us, and we'd appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Gang,
Bitch, I just sent you
And
zero.
note the
Appreciate it.
Shenanigans show, correct?
Right, make sure you let us know it was from the Shenanigans show.
All right.
So what we looking at over there?
So, one of my topics in the world that I hate,
Uh-oh.
I despise domestic violence. Yes. And I think that any woman who is a victim of domestic violence, please, please, please get out of it. Get out of it.
Can we say humans though? Because the men go through it
Get out
too.
of it.
Yeah, and I was
But
gonna.
a man, you know what? A man is more likely to leave faster.
Not necessarily.
Not
More
right.
likely, statistically. I should have
Okay.
pulled that up, shouldn't I?
You
You
should have,
should.
because the views of Kim on this show is
Oh,
not the views
see?
of.
You see how she got me back?
Because
I see what you did.
I do disagree. I do disagree with statistically wise.
That
Late
men don't leave faster than women.
no that I don't know if men leave faster than women or they're forced to leave before a woman is forced to leave or whatever happens. But what I do believe in this day and age, more women are jumping up and knocking the shit out of these niggas than ever before.
And I think that women,
And keep your hands to yourself, bitches. Like,
women are quicker to leave in the instance that something is wrong than a man is.
Now.
yeah.
Now?
I think now.
Well, shit, I mean, because y'all are more emancipated and more in a position to. You know what I mean? More back then, it was more of a, it wasn't.
No, even the ones who really ain't in that position, they get the fuck on too. I've seen that as well.
Because back in the day, some of these marriages wasn't marriages. That was more like incarcerations. Like it was, they was there because they had to be there. And then
Some of them was like that even without domestic violence.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So,
Because people didn't have the option. Like in my case, when my son, father, and I was doing a lot of fighting, I always had the option to go back home. Mm-hmm. And that door was open for me. I knew that I lived a life where I did not have to be in any situation because my mother will always make a way to have a place for me to lay my head.
Right.
And so when it started to get out of hand, I was already able to identify the signs because I had just left a situation where I was at the point where I was putting hands on the guy that I was with as much as he was putting his hands on me. And that's why I say 10 years.
So you
not
were
in a good
lashing
way.
out first, or you were doing that in defense?
Eventually it got to the point where I was lashing out first because it was like a domino effect. It
Yeah.
started off with me feeling like he was attacking me. And so then my reactions became more frequent because I wanted to attack him first before he attacked me. Because I already knew what situation was coming up. I could already see the situation. So as soon as
he gonna hit me, so
right,
I'm gonna hit him first.
Right. As soon as his fucking mouth opened up and he'd be like, "What? Bah!" Like, damn, bitch. Like, damn. And now we scrapping again. So when I got out of that, and that was a really bad situation. Black eyes. I tried to kick him out the car on the freeway, just on some young dumb shit, all that.
see, I'm glad that you know what that hearing stories like that made me feel like I'm just like the golden boy and shit.
Yeah,
Because I ain't never ever as many and like I'm not like no Bobby Brown ass nigga R. Kelly, right? But it's like I ain't never been in no crazy shit like that with no woman. Like maybe I just know how to pick them or. I just know when to leave them.
What's even sadder are the women who feel like they need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's not
If
smacking me, then
if
he don't love
slap
me.
me, he don't love me.
And oh God,
Let me
that is
slap you.
and it's like, Mark, the crazy part about it is because I'm a Catholic school, private school, college girl, you know, but I was born and raised here in Detroit. When I graduated from college, I came back to the D. But something in me wanted that hood guy. You know what I mean?
Y'all
And
like the bad boy.
I wanted. I mean, because
that might whoop your ass. He act like he gonna whoop, like, but he ain't gonna do me because I'm special.
no, I didn't think I was.
Oh.
It started toxic almost immediately. It was just being young and dumb and being fucked good and doing a lot of drinking and smoking and shit. You know what I mean? Not staying intoxicated throughout my days, waking up with tequila on my breath and making sure. I mean, that's my reality. And
Right.
if my family and close friends wouldn't even really have known it was my reality because the shit was fun.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like domestic violence. It felt like a fucking roller coaster ride. It did.
So half of you one of them chicks that damn near like the shit damn near. Usually because roller coasters just have some fun, but it's some of it's fun.
Absolutely.
You liked it.
Absolutely.
Her youthful
See?
late
No.
liked it.
Right.
And we know we grow and we learn and we. But I've never.
So what is it?
I
What
think they
was
all
it about
scared
that
of
you
me.
liked? What was it that gravitated? What was it that
She
kept
said
you?
she's being fucked good.
Oh,
No.
that
You
did.
know what? No, what I liked about it honestly
It made you
was
feel like he cared because it
Well,
was crazy.
the caring part felt weird because it always was on some jealousy shit. So after a while that got old because it didn't matter who was around or what guy was around. It always ended with you fucking that, you fucking him, you fucking like damn. I wish I was, you know. But it was more so. I enjoy knowing that I had the power to knock somebody out. I really enjoyed knowing that if somebody made me feel uncomfortable, that I was strong enough on the inside to take my hand and fucking smack the shit out of him. And he was, that shit felt good. I did it everywhere, in the club, in the casino. Like as soon as he opened his mouth, I started to become addicted to. Is that too much? Yo,
Do your thing. I think. Mark all I'm
I
I think I'm
that's the
stuck
bullet
at
plan.
this point. I was sitting here, I got a cramp in my neck because I was sitting in this position the whole time.
that's people's reality. That's
so
what
you
they
became,
get.
So you, out of abuse, you became an abuser, is what you're saying.
If I talk to him now, he would say we're friends now. Actually, you know, and he would say that I had become the aggressor. Once the tables
But see, that's when
turned.
fire starting shit right there because really your aggression was a response to what you was going through with him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So now it's just like, oh, you were the bad night. No,
Like,
that
I
was
can show you.
that was a response that I developed
Okay,
off
I
of
can show you
what you
crazy.
you know what you was doing to me.
That was like in the 10.
So it's like so it's
Oh,
like
you-
not, so it's
you
like
think
you
you
was
crazy.
crazy. So then he made you crazier than he was, and he's like, oh my god, and shit like you're the evil one.
Right, like,
So it's like, but you made me this way.
because I never, ever want to be with a man who pulls that out of me that make me want to strike somebody. I told my child today because he do some of the most stupidest shit. I was like, do you know parents come in there and beat the shit out of their children because it festers up so much. Like the dumb shit you do have me so full sometimes. It make me just want to come in there and beat the fuck out of you. And he looking at me like, damn, mama, but it's like, damn, I lay out your clothes. And then I come in the room. He's 10. And he got on a whole nother pair of pants. Like, what the fuck? Like, you ain't see. Well, I didn't know you wanted me to put on the. What the fuck you mean you ain't know what?
I put him the fuck on your bed.
Like, then you feel like
they
Penny's
was just
mama.
laying on the bed
Somebody
'cause
give me
they
a
got him to
goddamn
walk over.
iron so I can burn this kid.
So his expression, his
The views
or
and
tra-
opinions that you hear on the Shenanigans show
See?
are not those that you.
Hey, listen.
See?
are not
But I'm,
necessarily though.
but I've never beat the shit out of my son because I pray that off of me. And it's hard being a parent, and I don't know who views of opinion is that, but it's mine. That's this is the hardest fucking job I ever had.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You doing it right.
We joke, but we all understand.
They need their ass beat. They need their ass whipped. Whip they motherfucking
Hey, but you know what?
ass,
That's
man.
I can
Whoop
dare to
that
say.
trick.
I mean,
Get 'em.
we would all agree that that's part of the reason why there's a difference between the people that we are versus the people that are under us that are adults. We say that,
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
just the level of standards and morals that they
And who's the
instill into their youth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just, how they operate with them. You know what I mean?
I was-
Everything. It's
I
just
was
a different,
talking-
different world than where we come from.
I was talking to a child.
It's a different world from where we
where
come from.
I was talking to a child who was
I
playing
fucked
a
you up
game.
with that one, huh? You like that one.
Look, she was playing a game. The child's probably about 7 or 8 years old, and she's playing a game on his tablet. And at some point, and I'm just standing there. I was doing something, but I saw this. And this child took her fist and said, "Bam!" and hit the screen on the tablet. And I looked. And so I said, "I'm sorry, did you just do..."
Anger management needed, maybe?
I said, "Did you just bang your hand on the thing?" And she said, "I don't know."
Ooh, I done knocked it clean across that floor. See, that's why I
What
can't.
you
I
mean,
can't. That's why I ain't got
Now, had she been my child, what? You don't know. Did you know I'm finna slap the shit out of you for that stupid ass answer you just gave me? Are you serious? I don't know. At 8 years old, I said, I'm gonna ask you again. Did you just bash the screen of that tablet? She said, I don't know. But she gave me a look like, bitch, did you hear me the first time when I said I ain't know? I took a deep breath and I said, you know what? Because she wasn't my child.
Right.
Nor was she my grandchild.
Shit me.
Or one of my biological grandchildren, because I have grandchildren outside of my DNA. And so I felt some kind of way. And I stepped back and I told her, I said, listen, what you're not going to do is do it again. How about that? And I gave her the look. Got to get a look. I stepped back and realized out my peripheral, her mother was standing right there. Had the roles been reversed, and I was standing in that room, and that child, my child, told this adult, I don't know. I done came around that corner. I done came around there and tore your ass apart. Are you serious? I don't know. But you did it. This person stood there and witnessed you do it, and you said, I don't know. You damn serial killer.
Right. Oh, the discipline part. Like, I ain't gonna say I overcompensate what I say to King, but when he's around other adults and do some stupid shit, because he gonna do something stupid. You okay back there?
Are you doing some stupid shit?
I'm so blessed.
But
I didn't have
because you got them girls.
Ashley was reading it too.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
And she's just exemplary. She tell her something once, and she got it, and she wouldn't do it, or she did do it, or whatever. Nobody tests your gangster like your second child. But
No, mine was my first. My second two, they was
second and third were
just
cool.
kids.
Now, first one was great. Second one was great. She just would blink at you though. You asked her something, she wouldn't talk back. She just
Blink.
Oh, you ain't finna give me the
like
death
that.
stare
Ooh,
either.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Fuck them goddamn
You not
kids.
finna give me the death stare.
Fabulous.
You gonna get the death before
I'm
I
not
do.
gonna say anything
That's
because I don't
that
want to
I
lie.
give you
If I
in your
lie,
sleep.
no, that's an automatic ass whooping. So I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to lie, and I don't want to tell on myself either. So I'm taking the fifth. She did that all the time. She would just blink at you.
I can't.
And so
couldn't talk.
and that's what I realized going back to the domestic situations that I've had throughout my life. And that's part of the reason why I left his father, because I knew I couldn't bring my son up in that environment. And I also knew that he was going to give me challenges that was going to
son?
force me to be a better person.
Right.
Your son was
No, yeah, my son. You know, and that's what I was explaining to him today. Like sometimes I get so full that I have these thoughts, but I can't act on them because I love you so much. I'm telling you, like, you know how you know how you watch the movie. You know, I was like, I could see myself throwing his ass into the Detroit River. I just don't see myself. I know I have to jump in there and get him because I love him that much. But I can sure see the splash and then the rewind. Y'all don't feel that way? Is it just me?
Oh,
they coming to get me.
Imagine a lot.
my
of stuff
firstborn, my firstborn used to give me hell. That's my dog now, but she used to give me hell. Like literally hell. Like, why would you tell the principal that you're supposed to be home at a certain time, and because you didn't bring your ass home at a certain time, you know you in trouble. You gonna you gonna go back to the school and tell the principal, if I go home, my mama gonna beat me.
Oh, not saying why.
You get home normally at 3:30, 3:45. We outside, like where she at? 4 o'clock. Your friends ain't seen you.
Oh, I remember that last ass whooping.
4:30. Oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, 6:30, the police is at the house. It took them a minute. The police is at the house. Now, unfortunately, this was around the time when Susan Smith had stupidly pushed her kids into the river and told the story that it was a black man that had hijacked her. So here they come, and they, is this your child? I said, yeah, it's a picture. What? Can you come down to the police station? Wait a minute. And the first thing I'm thinking is my child is y'all finna. I got to identify some shit up. You know what I'm saying? It's around this time, so I'm like, whoa. We get down to one of my good friends came with me. We get down to the police station. She's sitting her ass there with the goddamn principal. And when I walk in, when I go by and I turn and look and see her over there, she gonna get closer to the principal. Don't even do it, boo-boo, because I'll beat the principal's ass too. Are you serious? I am dying on the inside. My child is missing. And you lying because you wanted to stay and play with your friends after school. You better hope they don't let you go.
Right. So how do you get...
Hope that they take you from me. Hope that CPS get your ass. Because if they don't get your ass, I'm going to get your ass. And when she got home,
got that ass.
Come on, you can call in and tell the rest of the story if you want to.
So wait a minute. I got questions. Because she still got her ass whooped. Yeah. The whole point was not to get her ass whooped.
Shit me.
So what?
No, she told them that I was going to beat her like it was some child abuse going on.
Right.
Well, first of all, you 2 shades off of Caucasian. If I was beating you, trust and believe they
everybody would know.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she gonna beat me. And I know what they do when you tell them that they examine you because, but they can't examine you till they at the police station and they got the, female officers and stuff like that. But they examine you. So the detective pulled me in the office and it was me and my friend. And he said, listen, this is what I do for a living. And he was like, yeah, she gonna give you some problems. Damn. Oh, he was like, I would start to get her, talk to now.
How old was she?
Oh, she had to be 12.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that old.
Whoop your goddamn ass. Whoop your goddamn
Baby, listen. Whenever y'all get a chance, ask her the freeze pop story. You heard the freeze pop story? Ask her about the freeze pop story.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Listen,
I was
see, I
gonna
just
murder
got
her.
smart and shit. Like, I just did my little shit and was just quiet. See, they got caught. I didn't fuck around because, see, we got fucked up. Okay,
Right.
whatever the fuck was close and whoever in the room gonna tag your motherfucking ass. So you better have some turbos on them feet and some extra padding on that ass.
So I
'cause
think
baby,
I think what happened was we transitioned from
Domestic violence
to
to
beating
child
your
abuse.
to child abuse from domestic
So
violence.
I've never been in a relationship where I had to ever.
Oh, I was.
worry about-
Almost,
I told you I have
was
4 brothers.
murdered. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 brothers, and knowledge of guns and knives. I mean, there's a machete on the side of my bed right now.
Oh shit,
I know I'm sound so sweet and innocent, but
she been around Mel.
and this one knows. I told you I was attempted murder,
Yeah.
but I was acquitted because I'm not gonna start anything with anybody, but I'll finish it with everybody.
Well,
So
there
I
you
think
have
they,
it.
I think every relationship I've been in, they knew that. I can't imagine beating somebody's ass and then going to sleep.
You hear me?
I can't
With them and shit. You want
Right.
to cuddle, bitch? You don't get your psycho ass the fuck up out my house? No, man, no.
And then you gonna hit me and then go to sleep,
Man, what? Or want to fuck? What is we talking about right here?
or
Oh, all that's gone.
Man,
or he
That's-
made
yeah,
me
oh.
suck his dick. Bitch, please.
You mean he made me
Bite
bite
his
his
dick.
dick
That's what
off?
I'm saying. You gonna do what?
I'm not finna. No.
Man,
No.
I was I was orally raped. I can't even imagine. There's no way in hell I'm not clamping down like a pit bull named Brown Sugar.
I'm sorry, Mark, if this makes you feel some type. What?
That hurts.
About
hurts.
in the genital.
But at this point, there should be signs, and you should not have such low self-esteem where you cannot identify that something's going to go wrong quickly. You know, I thank God for 40. I thank God for 34. When I was 34 and I realized that life was changing for me and I would never want to be with anybody. I realized, because in my following relationship, it was nothing I can do to turn that man to anger to the point where he wanted to hurt me.
Okay.
And a lot of that had to do with his size, the way he carried himself, the way he treated me off rip. You know what I mean? So even when I was rah, I was literally like a little chihuahua.
Okay.
And that's how he looked at me like, girl, if you don't go, if
sit
you'll
your
sit down
ass
and
down
go
somewhere.
breathe. Like, okay, well, once you're done, call me. You like, and that's what people need to be around more. Like
Somebody that brings you peace.
I gave you my honest answer. It does feel good to fight. It does feel good to get that anger out when you're young. But at some point in time, it's like you got to know to go to the gun range or get a boxing bag, do some yoga, meditate. You know,
How
because
about just sit your ass down and just don't do it?
well, I be angry. I gotta meditate.
Well, yeah.
Shoot at some paper or something.
But the thing that gets me is I like the meditation. Let's stick with the meditation
Okay.
because
What about
don't do violence to not think violent. I gotta go shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
not shoot a person. That's what I want to talk about. But why does something like that give you peace? You know what I mean?
Cause you don't want to shoot nobody, you don't want to beat nobody up, so you get.
Why
your
not
punch
just
back
meditate and
shoot
get
at
it off
the
your
range.
mind? Period.
Well,
Yeah, you
I
do
think
that too.
I think as far as the range or anything go, especially if you carry a weapon, being able to fire that weapon and practice with that weapon takes
feeling
away the
comfortable with
itch
it.
of using a weapon in an unnecessary situation.
Okay.
Which that's where it becomes therapeutic because you have a lot of people who don't fire their weapon.
Right.
So therefore, when they get angry and upset, the first thing they want to do is pull out their piece. Nigga, I got a gun. You know what I mean? Like I got a
I'm
gun
so sick
too,
of
but
that
I
shit.
thought we was gonna fight. Oh, but I practice with my weapon, so I don't want to shoot you. I carry my weapon because I don't want to shoot you. You know, so that's where that comes in.
Defense, not offense.
It,
as I like
right.
to say.
And I think people don't practice gun safety enough to know what the difference feels like. So yes, it does feel good to go and fire off a few rounds, the sounds and everything, because I don't want to
It
be.
does.
I don't want to be in my
but
backyard.
I've never done it in anger. You know what I'm saying? Like I was angry about something and went. I like to shoot. I do, and
Right.
I'm very good at it. But I do it for fun.
Yeah, honestly, just in my experience as a gun owner, and just somebody who can relate
You
to
a
this
gun
situation.
aficionado. I like the way you tried to modify that.
Right, as a gun
owner.
at guns
Gun
owner,
owner.
guns owner.
As a gun owner.
So yeah, it's just like maybe getting in the gym on a punching bag would be a more physical,
I go to-
appropriate release. I can relate to the whole shoot because
Yeah.
because like I said, because I'm a
Right.
gun dude, but at the same time, it's
Yeah, I
more
go
of
to
a, I would need more of a physical release. Because, like you said, guns is just fun. I like to do that when I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it would kind of. I can understand how somebody may look at that like, whoa, you get mad and you want to go shoot guns.
Right,
Like you want
that's-
some what's the school? Some
Columbine.
Columbine type mentality.
Yeah.
Like you about to go practice.
So what y'all trying to say about me?
Yeah, you psycho.
Get you crazy.
Okay,
But we knew that.
knew that. No, I'm going to the batting
you know,
range.
I'm just trying to help with the
and
counsel.
it's okay. I don't care. Y'all ever been to a rage room before? That's
I want to go there.
I really want to go
I
to a rage room. Y'all, you know what that is?
No,
You been-
no.
So a rage
Break
room
shit,
is
just
like,
break stuff.
yeah, you
Get
break
an axe,
everything.
break a TV. Just
Everything
My
in the
daughter
room.
They got a car in there. You can.
Okay, well he could go.
Yeah, look at her. See,
So
See?
everything in the room,
serious?
you get to
you got a
choose your
chainsaw.
weapon. You get the bats, you get the chainsaw, axe, whatever you want. They
Yeah.
have televisions,
But you got to pay for
tables.
the stuff. You got to
do-
buy
Yeah.
broken stuff to break. Yeah. So yeah.
My
so
daughter
I got-
went.
But they have one here, and you.
Yeah,
I mean, you
it's
pay
here.
hourly. You know,
Oh,
whatever's in
something.
that
I
room.
thought you had to like.
No, whatever's in that room, you can break.
Oh.
That comes with the hourly price.
Okay. I thought it was maybe it was why I heard the
I'll
old
stick
days.
with the batting
yeah.
range.
If you wanted to break a TV, it was this much. If you wanted to break
no.
a car, it's okay.
No, so they
Oh,
you
it's
just go in
going
there.
down.
It's done. You get the
learn
guy.
something
Boy,
new
do you
every
know
day.
how many times I do?
The only thing about it is, if I do
It's not
remember
big for
correctly,
no reason.
the only
It
thing
is
that I remember
full of
about it
things.
is that you cannot record in there. You can't.
Yeah.
film
No, you
yourself in
can't.
there.
You can't.
Okay.
I would show take my GoPros, put it on my head, and be in there just. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
Cause when I come out, that bitch smiling like a Cheshire.
Right.
That's what you did. That's what you get on camera.
Well,
oh my God.
So
You know how many times I have just wanted to toss a room, just break shit, and just go at it, and then in a split second I'd be like, but then who gonna clean this up?
I seen.
It's my responsibility.
I knew a
to
couple
clean
that
it
was
up.
like that all the time.
breaking
They
shit.
broke shit and threw each other into stuff, and I had a chance to see the shit up front, and I was like, damn, did he just throw her into the table like that? Did they just flip over the stove like that?
She
Like,
on some Mr. and Miss Smith shit.
yeah, right. But the difference is this is not a movie,
Right.
and y'all gotta pay for this shit. Like, it's
that's the stupid tax.
That's right, the stupid tax.
Wow. Why,
Well-
why would you? Okay.
So for anyone that is going through, or you know someone that's going through, First Step Domestic and Sexual Violence Services for Wayne County, the phone number is 734-722-6800. There is help.
Yes.
Yep.
Get some help.
Yes. Can you put that in the thread at some point?
Yeah, we'll
get
put it.
some
I'll
help.
put it in the thread.
And it's important to know to ask for help.
Ask
We know
for help. It's
we
okay.
all know
Yeah.
at this point in time we know what's not right, what's not right for ourselves, and for a person who have not been in a relationship in probably about 5 years, we understand it gets lonely out here, but don't sell yourself short. Don't just be with somebody
Almost.
because they want to be with you. That's a bad habit to have, and too many of us are losing our lives because we are what's the word I'm looking for?
Complacent.
Complacent with those who want us because they make us feel wanted just for a little while. And more people are killing people
Oh,
over that dick and pussy shit.
yeah.
So
It is never that serious.
It's
not.
not. I don't want to be.
But
I don't want nobody
it's
to
an
love
epic.
me
It's
that
a
much.
it's an
No.
epidemic. It's an epidemic, and I've touched people
I
that
want to be
have
your
had to-
everything.
right.
I want to
Not
share
your
your life. I
everything.
don't want to be your
You
life.
see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So look here.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
do
that.
not. Yeah, I want to be your everything.
Like
Nah,
I told somebody that I love hard, and they was like, "Oh, in your love, do you break shit?" And I was like, "What? Where you been?
Who
Who
raised
you been
you?
with?
You been
What
fucking with
happened in
Lake.
your life?
Lake been smacking the shit out of you and
You
this
been
bitch.
fucking with Lake.
No, please, because I want to date. Don't believe the hype. Like these are our stories, not made up.
That is your
Mine-
story,
mine
man.
is real.
That is your story, not our story.
Mine is real.
My stories.
But listen, know your worth. Whether you a man going through it, put your pride down and
And
Get
get
out
y'all
of
some
there.
damn confidence,
Are
man.
we serious? We got a caller.
Caller. Never been arrested for
my
nothing
God.
domestic. To me,
What is going on, caller? Who is this and where you calling from? You're live on the Shenanigans show.
I'm from Chicago.
Hi.
Hey, turn your computer down in the
From
background for us
Chicago.
too, a little bit.
Oh, actually, I was looking at the live on the phone. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
turn that down for us so we can hear you. We don't want to echo back through the phone. So what's your question to comment?
I'm coming to Miss Kimber.
Hey, Casper.
You trying to love hard. You done love me hard, damn it.
Damn.
Hey, I grew up though.
Yeah, if you'd have been loving me hard, we'd still been together now.
Boy, boom. Did you try? Boy, don't come for me. I
Did I
left.
drop that bomb on you right there?
Boy, you play too much. So for those of y'all who don't know, this is Casper, the Casper Slide Man. One hop this time. Two hops this time.
To the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross.
See? But only thing about it, right now you can't reverse.
He coming through.
Oh.
What I do to you? You trying to clear your mind for 20.
But you still my buddy though.
I know, and you know
That
I
is
love you.
so sweet.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
oh
you.
yeah.
Listen,
And I know,
for the record,
I know if
for
we can
those
turn
of,
back the hands of time, it's been different. But
Okay.
anyway, what'd you
Listen,
say?
for the record, I got some people that watch the show, and I just need this to be said. Even my kids, you know how you talk about your old school days or whatever when you start getting a certain age, and we used to be at the Copper Box on
Right.
117th and Halsted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we, you and I, or did we not
Don't ask no personal questions because if you don't want me to lie,
have the opportunity? It was a pleasure for me. I don't know about you.
yeah,
But
it was good.
To work with Robert in public announcement. Robert
Oh
Kelly
yeah,
in public
yeah.
announcement.
We did.
That
work
is not
with
what
him.
he thought you were talking about.
I know.
Right. No.
He old dirty.
I was
Oh, yeah, yeah,
always
yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah, we know Robert well, and we wish
Yeah,
him
we,
well.
we definitely know him well. And, we did have the opportunity to work with him. Actually, I think I gave him the first break that he had because he couldn't
Yeah.
get in the contest.
Right.
And I got out the contest to let him get in the contest. I was the Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up being the Sandman, and he ended up winning that contest, going to Big
We
Break.
used to be mad at Robert because it was a pantomime show.
And he used to come in
That
and
means the
sing,
song
right.
is playing and you acting out, you lip syncing, right? He want to bring his black ass in there and sing. So he would win every time, as long as Casper wasn't in the show. If Casper wasn't in the show, he would always win.
Hey, Casper, how you doing? This is Lake.
Hey, how are you?
It's a pleasure. Thank you. Somebody said that you took their baby mama back in the day.
I'm sorry.
I'm Demetrius. Is he talking about Casper?
Nah,
Chi-town
he said a
niggas.
Chi-town nigga.
Oh,
Chi-town
Chi-town nigga took his
My
baby mama.
back then. Yeah. Shit, I done snatched a couple of baby daddies. I mean, why not? They
Well-
wanted to go.
You know what?
They wanted to go.
Pokey Bear made the right song.
Uh-oh.
Side
You
piece.
ain't lying. Say it again.
I
baby.
left
That is
home.
my shit.
Hey, dun.
For my
The people on my
side.
side,
Niggas don't even
please
know about
listen.
So-
Pokey Bear.
So, Mr. Casper, do you? What else do you have for us before we let you go?
Well, you know what? I just called in because I was looking at the show and I saw on there. I was like, oh, she love hard, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I do.
Huh.
Yeah, speak your piece. and
When
throw
that
your shit
started,
on
you know,
top.
I was just like, when did that
It was
start?
hard lead back in the day, huh?
I didn't know
Hey.
about love back then.
At least
She knew how.
said
She knew
she
how to
grew
make.
up.
She knew how. No. She knew how to make love. Back.
Damn.
Love.
Okay,
You say,
so-
goddamn, don't put no dirty
Actually turned red.
Okay, so Mr. Casper, slide to the left.
Celebrity smash.
No. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
Okay, thank you
Bye,
so
boy.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
later.
Bye bye.
He was not bullshit with you.
I was just celebrity slash.
That ass.
Wow.
You
It's
was
okay.
certified.
Oh, okay.
He
All
selected
right,
you
then.
out.
So that's what we got. What we got?
Our last topic is talking about the vaccine.
The vaccine.
Hell no.
And, before we get started with this topic, our lines are up. So anybody else, if you see the number, please feel free to call in.
Yeah.
Right, and so the questions are:
You're hilarious, Demetrius.
the topic is it's going to get a lot worse for anti-vaccine folk. The loss of jobs, the restriction on travel, denial of entry of places. Right now, this mandate that's going on, this government mandate, saying that you have to have the vaccine in order to work in certain places. What are some of the ideas to help people going through this? Do you feel comfortable sharing your vaccinated status with people? And if you got the vaccine, are you actively trying to recruit people to get it too?
Okay, that was a lot of questions. But I would. I am vaccinated,
Okay.
and first I would
That's
like to
where
say.
I'm at, Demetrius.
I would like to say, not shout out, but rest in peace to a friend of mine that I just lost to COVID. Actually, last week, last Sunday when we were here. So, and I have another friend that's in a hospital right now, and they are regretting not getting vaccinated because we do understand that people are still getting COVID, but it is my understanding that the chances of death is minimized. And that's what I am to believe. Now, where I am right now, I am an asthmatic and I have difficulty breathing often. So I am even consider getting a booster shot. It is
so
amazing.
you are vaccinated.
I am vaccinated. Okay. And if getting a booster shot is going to save me from being on a ventilator because I do have respiratory issues, then I'm going to go for it. Now, the biggest issue in my home that's been coming up is when it comes to my son. I am not 100% sure that I want my son to be vaccinated. But he's never been a sickly child. He doesn't get the flu. He doesn't get anything, he's adamant about, like Demetrius said, his vitamins, mask, and keeping his hands clean. And because I haven't seen a lot of babies go down, I'm not going to risk mine right now being vaccinated. I'm like, if I'm older. So that's my stance. I don't promote people getting vaccinated. It is funny when it comes up in conversation because I see people wanting to lie. We just had the situation with the football player who lied because he felt uncomfortable with telling his teammates that he wasn't vaccinated. It's like your sexual status,
So
Yeah.
they found out that he
He came clean. He ended up coming clean. Somebody knew he was lying.
So he was on the velo.
He was on the what?
The velo.
The velo.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Mark. This time.
You had to
I
sound
know you
effect.
see me looking at
He
you.
sound effect himself.
I mean, it's the truth, but Shit. Damn it now.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
what I have seen is, I think it's sad, and I've seen this in a meme, that when it comes to like our frontline workers, you know, we spent a year begging them to put their life on the line, to go into the hospital and treat all these people who were getting sick, and we did not have a vaccination for them or the people that they were working with. And now we're telling these same people that they can't go to work without the vaccination. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
You know,
Fucked up.
it's kind of fucked up. It's a double standard. And it's like, damn, you know, damned if you do, damn if you don't. And that's not a color. That's people saving our lives. And then we lost a lot of people in that field, you know, for putting their lives on the line. They were the unspoken heroes. And now we're going to lose more people because they're not 100% sure that they want to put their life on the line and get vaccinated, you know.
so them being the frontline workers and seeing what was going on and not wanting to get the vaccine gives me more pause and more conviction on where I stand with it. I am not vaccinated. I will not get vaccinated. It's not a traditional vaccine, and until the research is better for me. I don't like how they are going across the board saying everyone is the same with this vaccine. The reactions are so vast.
That was part of my thing, man. Because if you look up the definition of what a vaccine is,
It's not a true vaccine.
and you look up what the COVID-19 vaccine is, it's not an actual. It's damn near. It should be. I feel like it should be illegal for them to market this as a vaccine because
Exactly.
it's not a vaccination.
Not by the definition
Of a vaccine.
of everything that we've already taken in our lives. So,
Right.
but saying that, I'm not going to say, "Oh, you're stupid.
At
You
all.
shouldn't have did that." You know,
That's just my
it's
reason. It's like you
absolute-
have,
exactly,
whoever takes it have their reasoning for taking it
exactly.
or not taking it.
Or
You
not
know,
taking
it may be completely different
And
than
if
mine.
this is truly going to be the land of the free, and well, we already know that, but
They don't
we
wanna
this is
brag.
that's a whole different story. But in order to have choice, I mean, to be here, this is that. You can't make me,
Right. You can't make me.
and I'm not going to.
But that's to your part of your question is, you have the freedom
Exactly.
not to be vaccinated,
But
and
they're
because of
trying to
the
take
but
that away is what
we
we're
were
talking
just
about.
that's what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
because my brother's a truck driver, you know, and it's coming up in his workplace that they're talking about forcing them into getting the vaccine, and he's been adamant about not being vaccinated. Now, two things has happened. You know, he was like, damn, if I have to keep my job and take care of my family and I'm forced to, then there's no place you can go fight and say, hey, they forced me to do this. So he like, I
Exactly.
may have to do it. But the crazy part is when I see somebody that's non-vaccinated get sick, the fears that they have. And we just recently had a situation with
Yeah,
my
we were just saying
niece,
that.
and she had respiratory. She's a small child, you know, now she's having trouble breathing, but you know, children have respiratory issues. We just, everything we want to put on COVID because we don't know no better now. That's nobody's dying of anything.
That's
Care.
so damn
They only
irritating to me.
Well-
ain't that crazy?
Well,
Nobody.
see, I think that's
everything's
big pharma, and I'm a true I'm a conspiracy theorist by nature. I just it's too profitable for them. They've infiltrated the government. The lobbyist type system that we have should be illegal. You know, it's just so much behind it. I just can't wrap my the rabbit hole is so
Yeah,
deep.
but I said you can't.
You'll
you
never
can't-
be able to see
You
the
can't even.
bottom.
You can't get to the bottom of it in one conversation,
Exactly.
in 1 hour on one show.
And we only had a half hour, so we're gonna do. What I'm gonna pledge to do is a lot of research.
Erica, I am loving your comments. Y'all make sure that y'all at least read
Right.
these comments because they are on here. This is
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah,
My-
Demetrius, with the weaponizing you. and things like that.
My thing with this, right? Just before I forget this point, because I wanted to bring it up earlier, right? Because we have all women on this panel, and we just went through this thing with the government. Maybe last year before last, with women battling for the right to do what they want with their bodies, and the government not having the right to tell them what to do with their bodies. Only for a few years later, them to turn around and in another scenario feel like it's okay for them to come in and say, this is what we want you to put in your bodies, and you can't do this. You can't live. You can't live, basically. You can't do this or that. You can't go here. You can't get this benefit if you ain't got this in your body.
Well, the Bible says you'll have money and won't be able to go to the store and get it.
Yeah.
Revelations 17, 12. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to put it out there to bash anybody, but I feel like the pressure that vaccinated people are trying to put on unvaccinated people.
Right. So here's my issue. Let me tell you what my issue is. My issue is that before the vaccine actually came on the scene, when they were talking about it, when it was in its development stages, I'm the only one watching it, so I can't speak for nobody else. This is my interpretation of what I heard. Was that this vaccine was going to prevent you from getting it. Originally, that's what I heard.
That's what a vaccine is.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what a vaccine is.
That's why this isn't
one of the characteristics of a vaccine.
The second thing, then I look around. Here's the vaccine. We really want y'all. We want y'all to take it so bad. We're willing to pay you. Somebody said they was paying people in weed.
I mean, listen. How many? Why? It was all kind of fast food restaurants, Dunkin' Donuts, to give you a free dozen donuts.
Right. They'll come to your home now.
You're baiting me.
Your house.
Listen, I got a text message. Did anybody get a text message that said,
they will come to your
we will come to your house and shoot your head?
Yes.
Okay, give you a shot.
So.
Okay, so listen. So now, I got friends who get vaccinated. Nah. Okay. And then got COVID.
Yep.
But did they die?
But see, here's the thing.
Wait.
I'm just asking.
But listen to me. So hold that point, though, right? So what about, like Kim said, before the vaccine came out, there was plenty of people who caught COVID and didn't die.
Right.
So
who's to say the vaccine is what helped her not die?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an experimental thing. They're practicing.
Trust me, we are right now, and for those of you who know what I'm talking about, right now we are in live clinical trials.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We are lab rats right now.
When they came out and said that these companies have been exempt from any liability.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the event that you have any complications from this, and this is not from what I know the first time in history. Like, so you're gonna give me something, and then if something happens to me, I can't sue nobody.
Yeah, that ain't fair. I talked to a patient the other day, and he said, I really wish I knew what I know now. I took this vaccine and messed around and had 2 strokes.
See, now a true vaccine.
And so I was like, oh, he said, and I know what you're thinking. I'm an older man. I was bound to have a stroke anyway. Well, you know, they can tell you when you go to the doctor all the time, they letting you know. He said, I go to the doctor all the time. I would have known I was in stroke
territory.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if I kept eating a certain way or kept doing whatever and I had a stroke or 2, then yeah. He said, but I didn't take high blood pressure medicine. I wasn't on no pain medicine. I had nothing. He was like, I'm almost like a walking miracle.
What about the people who had COVID and survived it before it even supposedly hit America?
Right.
Right.
I was one.
Yes.
Dead ass.
Yes, I have 2 people.
That's January of 2019.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fucked up.
January
And
of
around this year,
2019.
2 years
I
ago,
was-
I was
no.
this time,
November
2 years ago,
2019.
between
Yes.
things around Thanksgiving and
Yes.
Christmas, I was, I
I
was,
thought I
In
was going to
2019,
die.
November of 2019, I was sick as a dog.
See?
But and then I got sick again in December of 19.
But I
No.
got sick in
What do we-
January of 2019.
When we shut down in 2020, right?
Yes.
We had the
March 17th.
So yeah,
March.
and
March
19
20.
so the year before in 19, I got
and
sick
I always
as
say,
fuck.
I remember because of how I know, like I'm a conspiracy theorist just like you, massage lady. So I'm like on some shit, like and this was maybe 2018,
Demetrius, I
19,
saw that.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what it is, man, but like I just feel like in the year 2020 something big is, I don't know if it's time for another terror attack or it's gonna be an attack on American soil, and like because like we got a news show called 2020, so that's like a indicator to me that something gonna change this country in the year 2020, and lo and fucking behold, third month into 2020, I mean as soon as we hit, Kobe died, and it was the whole world changed.
And the whole world is changing to a point where some things we'll never go back to. That and and I know that that's
changed.
getting off to the
And the
vaccination
inflation
part, but
of
the
it is
inflation.
crazy.
I was just laying in the bed last night around 2:00, and it hit me. I can't go to Walmart. You know, I don't think nothing's open 24 hours anymore. Right now.
Even right
you
now.
know, like why? I mean, I know people are, and then you have less population, so less people working, more people found their passion, so they don't want to go to work. You know,
Fast food lines is off the chain everywhere.
everywhere.
Listen, the
What?
Popeyes
Restaurant.
Why?
8 Mile and the Evergreen. I said, "Is they got crack in the chicken?"
Is it crack?
Because
it's crack,
the
just let me
line
know if
be
it's crack.
out on 8 Mile,
Yeah.
all wrap,
Yeah, it's
all
ridiculous.
up. Oh wow! Listen,
But so a true vaccine, they inject a live version, a small portion of the
This burns
disease
my
into your body,
biscuits.
and hopes that your body will develop T cells in order to fight it out.
Right.
That is not what this is.
What if it don't? That's
And-
what I'm saying. What if it don't?
But here's the thing:
Well,
if
that's
you've
not
had
even what
it,
this is what she's saying.
right? It's not what that is. They don't have a live version of COVID in this shot that they put in hopes that you will have a T cell. My problem is, what if I've already had it, and my body has the T cells
Built up,
already in
right.
it? Because why isn't it a requirement for you to have a T cell count test prior to getting it, the vaccine? Because wouldn't that deem me unnecessary to have it?
Right. How do you know that everyone in America
In the
abroad,
world.
or whatever in the world can take this
They
vaccine?
can't. They cannot. That's why they make sure that they are
know what
have
I'm saying? Y'all
absolutely
ain't
no
do no
responsibility for this
liability.
bullshit.
It ain't
Exactly.
nothing. It ain't nothing. One thing that all of us can take and have the same
Same
reaction.
reaction.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We're all chemically different.
So,
There's
like
gonna be
I
our different
said, we
reactions
are
and
in-
different allergies.
Live clinical trials.
But they're gonna give this one
Erica
solvent,
said
this
the same thing
this
happened.
savior solvent that they've come up with.
Yep.
They're just gonna
That's gonna
eradicate
put
the problem.
all the money into Big Pharma's pocket is what it's doing. We're talking trillions
Man.
of dollars for us to be guinea
She done
pigs.
made my eyebrow go up. Listen.
Now, and I want to say this: as the vaccinated, we're not saying one way or the other.
Right.
The decision is yours.
Yeah, the decision
It
is
is- Absolutely.
yours.
The
These are
decision is yours. You know,
It's my person.
Erica says she knows a guy that at her job that took it, healthy and all. 3 weeks after taking it, he had a stroke. He is in his early 40s. His mother convinced him to take it. That's what I'm talking about. The pressure.
But
Andre
it's-
isn't on this feed. He's probably on the YouTube
YouTube.
feed.
shout out to everybody on YouTube.
On
Put what
YouTube.
city,
Yes,
put
yes,
what city
y'all.
and states you tuned in from while Kim talks. If you're on YouTube or
Yeah,
Facebook,
can you
either
do
one.
that?
Let us know where you tuned
where
in
you
from.
tuned
Everybody.
in from. If
Go ahead,
you're on
Kim.
YouTube or
Yeah,
Facebook.
we'll hit those. comments later.
He had a Zoom call with I don't know, one of the managers or something, and they were supposed to meet, I guess, in another city to do a class or something. On the Zoom call, the guy said, "I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this booster." He was already vaccinated. He said, I'm going to get this booster. And Andre said, well, you really considering it? He said, yeah. The next day, I guess he got the booster that day. The next day, Andre's trying to get in touch with him. He can't get in touch with him. The day after that, somebody called. He's going to the other city because they supposed to do this class. And somebody calls and says, well, he won't be there. He died. It's shit like that bothers me.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not for everyone.
So for
I
the
hate
people
the
that I love who have taken it, I pray.
I pray.
That's it. I pray.
In our group of girlfriends that Kim and I are in, it's her and it's 12 of us. So out of the 12 of us,
Shout out to the Wind Down crew.
shout out to the Wine Down crew.
They be watching. I know.
3 of us have not had it, and the other 9 have. They don't pressure us
At all.
at all.
No, I don't think it's anything to talk about. If you are living your life and we still hanging out, doing what we do, your life hasn't changed. The thing with me is the uncertain people. You know, like you don't want to be vaccinated, but then you're still living your life in your bubble. You know, and if you truly believe in vitamins and masks and this, that, and the other, you know, you have to live life. You have to carry on.
Right.
You have to continue on doing the things that you're doing, because vaccinated or not vaccinated, you're still killing yourself and letting your life dwindle away.
Right.
You know, I want people to be about their herbs and their things that they go about and they're using, and show the world that these things are working.
Right.
You know, don't be like,
they
well,
should
I
make
use
them
these
know.
herbs and this, that, and the other, but I won't leave the house.
Well, what about those people that won't? They won't come and be on my table because I'm not vaccinated. But you're vaccinated and you believe so much in your vaccination.
Right, and
Right.
that was my thing.
Why am I a threat
if
to
you're
you?
vaccinated, originally this is what I was told or led to believe, was that if you're vaccinated, you ain't got to worry about
Right.
That part.
That's how it's supposed
So
to be.
I
Wise
feel
and
like if
impressionable.
I'm not vaccinated, shut the fuck up. Don't try to get me to be vaccinated. You ain't supposed to even have to worry about me.
Right.
But no, you still getting COVID.
Or they're not showing that it is because they can't have their numbers fucked up like that.
Right.
Okay, so if they asked you before you take the COVID test, have you been vaccinated? And if you say yes, your test's gonna come back negative.
You take the vaccine, right? You take the vaccine. All right, I'm safe. As soon as I come out the parking lot from vaccine, boom, I get into a car accident. I'm gone. Right.
Right.
Like you take a risk,
You
no
take a
matter
risk
what, right?
no
To
matter
live
what,
is
yeah.
the risk. So like you to
I
live,
live in a black neighborhood.
to live and to not take a risk is to be like a car.
That's a
right?
risk.
Imagine a car with no fucking tires.
Right.
You ain't gonna never get into an accident,
Never.
but you ain't gonna leave the motherfucking garage either.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've only scratched the surface
Yes.
with this particular.
Ain't
I would
even put a
love.
dent in this
We haven't even put a dent in it. You right, Fly.
I'm telling
It's
you.
so
Right,
much.
Silas.
It's so much I want to say.
So I would say that we would research over the next week, and we can pick back up and
Yeah.
talk some more shit and shenanigans.
I'm gonna put this in our thread, but I'm throwing this out here right now.
Okay.
When we come back next week, I want you guys to share with us some conspiracy theories that you believe in.
That's a good one.
And callers, you guys as
Yeah.
well in our threads, give us a call. You know, I'm very interested in knowing some of these things that we live by that may be beneficial to us that people don't really think about. Because I have a few myself. You know. Oh.
Me
That's
too.
gonna be fun.
That's gonna be real fun.
It's like UFO sighting.
Right.
I've actually
9/11.
seen one before, but yeah.
You said what?
I did.
I know I did. I was in
I
Atlanta.
I was on a plane
out of
and we
Atlanta.
dodged two of them bitches. I bullshit you not, like the plane, like it was like they was coming towards each other and swerved the fuck off like as we playing chicken. I'm by the window, like no bullshit. I ain't hired nothing. I'm by the fucking window.
I ain't hired nothing.
Like dead ass, and I'm
Let
like,
me
what
get
the
that
fuck?
out
Like
there.
I'm talking about the whole plane in this bitch. Like the fuck just happened? And we see two black
black shits and shit.
Some Twilight Zone shit.
Man.
Wow.
She said it was 2 black shits.
Like, because it looked like UFOs to me. Like, I was just so stunned. Like, with like a
What
plane,
did
like
you
you just
just
gonna
see?
throw the whole bitch. Like, we all in it. Like, no.
All I said was I seen one. She had a dude. She over there. She really seen.
Yes.
Seen that shit.
Listen,
I
I
feel
saw one.
yeah. I mean, too. It was no. It's like, why is this? What is this? It's nighttime.
Okay, we'll have to talk about
Oh
this
yeah,
next
yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah.
They
'Cause
were
we
on their
giving-
way
we
back to
giving all-
Wakanda.
Yes.
Apparently.
Clearly.
So we'll finish the conversation on the vaccine. We'll definitely talk about some conspiracy theories. That was awesome. That's a good one. And it's been such a pleasure. This is my therapy.
And Ms. Lake, will you be here next week?
What's next week? The
I don't
22nd,
know.
the
I said, damn,
21st.
If she threw the topic out there, I would imagine that she.
I will be here on the 21st. Absolutely.
Okay, you not bring no more toys?
I-
You not got no more?
I mean, y'all ain't gonna use all my toys up. You gonna buy some, and we. I'm selling used toys. We use on the show.
That's disgusting.
Casper, call back. We're gonna let Kim be the first one.
No, we're
And
not.
You can just buy this one.
You know,
But I'll bring
like
something. I will be here
the
next week, and I will bring
thing.
something next week for you
ain't
guys.
nothing like the real thing.
Unless he's playing with your pussy with a rose.
Yeah, now if it's a man attached to the toy, we can do that.
Here we go. That's another
Okay,
week.
so I thank you guys for
That's 3 topics. Next week.
you guys are amazing.
Take us on out. Like,
Ain't nothing like the real
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Shenanigans show. As we said in the middle of the show, if you would like to keep us on the air, please donate to hashtag 7 Mile Radio or our 7 Mile PayPal, which will come up on the screen shortly. And we thank you guys so much for just being you.
7 Mile Radio.
You could have been
7 Mile
anywhere in the
Radio.
world, but you chose to be here with us.
yes,
today.
come back. We'll
Please.
see you next Sunday.
Gang.
Keep,
Amazing.
keep shenaniganizing.
Warning.
You are now tuned in